welcome to my channel. I'm Keely, and I'm having an allergy attack, so excuse my watery eyes. Like, I'm struggling. We had a blizzard like 4 days ago, but welcome to Kansas. It's now like 65 degrees, and I can't breathe. My allergies are so bad. Yeah, so anyway, welcome to my channel, everybody. I hope everybody had a good weekend. Oh, and I'm going to say something about this because I know I'm going to get mean comments, so I'm just kind of get ahead of it. Ignore my hands. I have kidney failure, and my skin is like paper, so I like bump my hands, and there's scratches all over them, so people are probably like, what's wrong with you? I'm a lot, okay? It's called dialysis. I'm like falling apart, you guys. So I found this video. I wanted to watch some body cam video. I tried to watch one with Badger, and I was like, this might be a little too grown up for you, Badger. I don't think we love a good tasing video, or like a good dog video. Like, we love police dogs because, like, who doesn't love dogs? But yeah, this lady was like, but yeah. So I was like, I'll just watch some body cam footage on my own. And this one popped up, and it says cops stumble on a house full of dead bodies. What do you mean a house full of them? I don't know what I can say on here without getting in trouble. I'm like, what do you mean a house full of them? So I'm kind of scared. We're gonna watch this and just see what happens, I guess. I've had instances at the prison where, like, I just have a bad feeling when I'm walking up on a cell and I'm like, something's happening, or somebody OD'd or crashed out, or so it's just like a vibe you get, and it's just like a nervous feeling. So I can't imagine going to just like a random house and finding something like this. Oh my God. Okay. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you guys like videos like this. Let me know down in the comments. Leave suggestions on what you want me to watch, listen to, anything. I will watch anything. I'll listen to anything. I'll react to anything. As long as it won't get copyright claimed. I never know when that's going to happen. So yeah, if you guys are ready, we're just going to get straight to the video. Let's go. Oh God, I'm nervous. Oh gosh, why didn't it start? Oh, that's loud. It's a nice house. You got nice decorations.
This is Enoch Police Department patrol officers.
We all work with that one guy who never wears his coat, and it's like 2 degrees and snowing, and he's just like out here with like the BDU shirt, like the short sleeve BDU shirt. Like, we all work with that guy. They're the guys who would wear like shorts if they could to work. Flip-flops.
Officer Roy responding to
in the snow
call at a house in Enoch, Utah. They're on the lookout for 14-year-old Torsha Haight. She's in the middle of a divorce and hasn't turned up for an online appointment.
Oh no.
The person who she was supposed to have this appointment with ended up contacting.
Let me guess, it was a man. Surprise.
The police because they believe that something may have happened to her as a result of the divorce. When the officers arrive at the scene, they receive no response, but feel that something is amiss.
That's not good.
When they finally make entry, their fears become a reality.
Phoenix City Police Department. Anybody else?
This makes, oh no.
We got another one deceased right here.
Oh no, this little kid's room.
On the afternoon of January
I thought it was going to be an ad. I was like, are you serious? We just started.
Received a call from an unnamed woman who told dispatch that someone known to her, Torsha Haight, had missed an online appointment. Although only an hour had passed, the caller explained that she couldn't get in touch with her via other means. Usually that wouldn't have been a cause for concern, but the thing was, Torsha was going through a divorce.
It's a nice family. Oh my gosh, they have one, two.
Michael. The marriage had
5
been on
kids
the books for a while leading up to the call because Michael had been abusive towards Torsha and allegedly to their eldest daughter.
This is in Utah, right? I'm just taking a wild guess that they're Mormon, but I don't know.
Macy. Given the circumstances, the fact that Torsha
Blonde,
had
lots of
explained
kids,
to the person who eventually
Utah,
called police that she didn't feel safe
DV.
in Michael's presence, and that she had to live in the same house as him until they divorced because he refused to move out, it meant that harm may have not only come to Torsha, but her oldest daughter Macy as well. So it's to no surprise that the call was made.
I had Katie, who was going through a divorce and was going to go back to her home last night. They had to do some paperwork. And I'm a little bit concerned.
I'm already sad about this.
We had an appointment scheduled, but she missed. She doesn't ever miss appointments. Is there any way I can set up to do a well check at her home?
Okay, and you said she was supposed to go back home last night, was it?
Yeah, she was away with her parents for like a week, I think, with the kids, and was going to go home last night as they had some divorce paperwork. But I know that she was a little bit concerned for her safety that way, and I just want to make sure she's okay. I can't get her by phone or email, and it's not like her to miss an appointment.
If you ever feel like something's not right, like it literally, like they can go do a welfare check and just check on the person and make sure they're okay. Like, I'd rather be safe than sorry, and then like find out something had happened and I never said anything or never like had anyone go check, or you know what I mean? Like if I feel like something's really wrong, I'm going to be like, hey, can you guys just go over and like check on them to make sure they're okay? Because they're not going to like drag you into like a ward or something. Like they can just talk to you and like make sure you're okay. Usually you're like, yeah, I'm good, and they'll leave. But yeah, it's always better to be safe than sorry.
Been an hour. Not even, yeah, it's just been an hour. But
okay, did her and her ex still live together?
Yeah, that was what the situation was. He was refusing to leave the home, and that's what the paperwork was. She was going to file paperwork to get him out.
Okay, she said that to you specifically that she was concerned for her welfare about going home?
Yeah, she had some concerns about that, and I had some concerns just from talking to her, too. I was encouraging her not to do that, but I'm not sure what she decided, but I know her plan was to go home.
Okay, why is she concerned?
Oh, no.
He has had some violent tendencies in the past, and I believe CPS has been involved, and I actually believe she came and spoke to the police department a couple weeks ago to let her know divorce was upcoming, just because she didn't really trust him.
It's so dangerous.
Okay, and you said she missed an appointment today. Was that like a
situation?
You guys meet up together, or?
Yeah, I'm actually out of state, otherwise I would probably check on her myself, but we had a time we were going to meet. We're going to do a video chat.
Okay. And here, do you know, by chance, in the past, like, can you explain to me, like, how he was violent? Was it just...
I know they had a well check with CPS down there. It was with one of the kids. He just has anger issues.
Okay. Do you know if drugs or alcohol are a factor?
No drugs or alcohol, no.
Okay. And do you know if there are any weapons involved?
I've been talking about that. There are firearms in the house. I think they're locked up. I was actually encouraging her to get those out and turn them into you, because I know in Utah you could do that. I used to practice. I know they had guns, but she thought they were safe, locked up, because I was trying to ask if he would have access to those. But
yeah, but he clearly had access to the safe.
I'm thinking he might still have access to those.
Yeah.
But they are at least locked up in their house. But I think he has access to open the lock. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be confusing about that.
Okay. And then
it's safe from the kids getting to them.
My daughter's dad has the biggest gun safe I've ever seen in my life. Every time we would move, it was such a pain in the ass moving that thing. But it's better, like, I don't know. It's just better to know that your firearms are locked up nice and safe, like, especially with, like, the ARs and AKs and shit that we have, because he's a firearms instructor. That's, like, his job. He works on the SWAT team at the prison. And, like, he qualifies all the people, like, anyone, like, the SST guys, the new people, like, requalifications. Like, he's the guy who scores everybody and requalifies you or qualifies you for firearms certifications working for the state. So that's what he does. So we've got a lot of pew-pews in our house. Separately. I mean, we're not together, but we're cool. We're cool. Me and my baby daddy are really cool. We co-parent. He's a great Badger dad. She loves her dad. He's a good guy. That's a really nice little decorations. Those are cute. Nice house. The cop knock. Like you always know when it's the cops knocking on your door. I mean, they don't really come knocking around my house, not around my house. You can see, like, I don't really get into a lot of trouble. But, yeah, they don't usually come knocking. But whenever, like, there's something going on in the neighborhood and they come and talk to the neighbors, like, you always know when it's the cops knocking on your door. It's like, hold on. One time I was like, who is that knocking like you're the damn cops? And I opened the door and there were some cops right there and they're like laughing and they're like, hey, something like was going on down the street. We just want to know if you heard anything or what. I'm like, no. They were like so knocking like the cops. I was like, you're the cops are right here. I mean, you are the cops. So I was right. Yeah. The cop knock. My mom's a judge, and sometimes when I would get off of work, I'd go by her apartment and I'd bang on the door and be like, police department, search warrant. And her neighbors thought she was getting raided. And she's like, stop doing that. I'm like, I'm sorry. Okay, let's continue. Sorry. I just thought about how I used to do my poor mom. But the cars are there. No one's answering. That's not a good sign. Look at those mountains, though. Utah's so beautiful. I've been there one time. Why do men never want to wear coats when it's cold out? Just a question. Just an observation I've made.
I'll have someone go by it.
This is in 2023, so this
as
is
if no one was in.
January
No noise could be heard from the
2023.
property. Just as officers were about to discuss what to do next, they got a call from the Cedar City Police Department stating that Michael had also missed several appointments and hadn't turned up to work. Many of those who worked with Michael were close friends and
Where do you
also
work?
knew about the ongoing divorce.
I wonder.
What isn't clear is if they were aware of the allegations made against him. With this new information on board, officers Roy and Humphreys became even more concerned. So they decided that
What's
they
her
should
husband
try
do?
and get
Did they
in
say?
touch with other immediate members of the Haight family, their children. 12-year-old Briley, 7-year-old twins Sienna and Eamon,
No, the
or
twinners.
4-year-old
I'm a
Gavin.
twin.
So they reached out to the school district, but there was an issue. The administrator
The
told them that for
babies.
some reason only Briley was showing up on their system, and it showed that she wasn't present at school.
Oh,
After the
no.
call was made, Officer Roy had to leave the scene due to a prior obligation, leaving Officer Humphreys to try and figure out
By
what on
himself?
earth was going on. Over the course of the next hour or so, he tried various
They couldn't
methods
send
in
anyone
order
else
to make
out?
contact with the family, but failed in his endeavour. So he reached back out to Officer Roy and asked him if he knew of any family friends that he could contact to A, try and get hold of any of the family members, or B, gain access to the property to see if anyone was home. Officer Roy did indeed know someone, a family friend. After contact was made, that family friend met up with Officer Humphreys at
This
the
must
Haight
be
residence. After a brief conversation, a sudden sense of dread overwhelmed them. They felt that something was definitely off. The family friend
That's not
had
good.
keys to the property, so they let themselves in, and Officer Humphreys followed close behind.
There's his gas. There's 5 kids.
Oh, I'm nervous. Uh-oh.
Phoenix City Police Department. Yeah.
Oh, no. That's not good.
Cedar 673, prioritize this channel. I have 2 deceased on the bed. I'm going to clear the home.
Oh no.
Cedar 6, Unit City Police Department, anybody in the home, make yourself known. I'm going to clear this room.
That Glock 17, I can't tell, 19.
Nobody.
Nice house.
Unit City Police Department, anybody else? We got another one deceased right here.
Oh. No, that's terrible. Oh no.
Where are you going? We need to clear the house. Go ahead, we have one more deceased in this bed. Appears to be a gunshot to the face.
Oh no.
Check in this room back here. One deceased here. Clear. Making good. I'm checking here.
Like,
No, you're good. Wait.
I've gone through some shit in my life. My dad died. I lost my home I grew up in. I went into kidney failure, lost my relationship, literally all within like 6 months. But like, I don't know. I just couldn't. Like, I just don't understand what makes someone just break like this. And I worked on death row with like serial killers. There was a guy who drove from Texas to Kansas and ended his teenage daughters and his estranged wife and the grandma of the estranged wife because the wife was leaving him and he heard a rumor that she had a girlfriend. It was like this whole thing and he like took out his whole family. And like that's crazy. And he literally still thinks he was justified. It's just, I don't understand it. Play. Man. Those poor cops, they're probably just like, that's gotta be rough.
That's the head.
So it's like the whole family.
Boys, down here, make yourself down.
Ah, the strobe.
Hold right there.
The strobe will get you every time. Oh, God. How many people were in here?
One more up top, blood on the bed.
Oh, my God. This is horrible.
Bathroom here. Yeah, mess.
Dude, the title wasn't joking. That's a
One more
whole...
down here.
Oh, my God.
Checking this room.
That's terrible.
Another gunshot. Or, sorry, I don't know that, but appears to be. No.
You can tell he's really shaken up. Oh, my God. How many people are in here?
Gunshot back of the head.
Jesus Christ.
What else? Just a vacuum that's gonna fall.
You can always tell the guys who were like in Iraq.
That way.
Like, you can always tell the guys who are like in Iraq or like Afghanistan because they just the door kicking skills are bar none. Especially if they've been in the Marines. Like, it's crazy. I've worked with guys who can just pop a door down with their like freaking big toe. It's insane.
Lift, opening. Safes. Got keys in 2 safes down here. Clear here. Assuming this is outside.
I would be so nervous because you don't know if they're there, if they are alive, you just don't know.
There's another dead body. This is Michael here.
Oh, there he is.
31 door chief. Hold on.
Jesus. Damn. That guy's done some door kicking in his day, in his time. You can tell.
Cedar.
Man, I don't know how. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how they do it.
I'm just letting you know the house is clear.
Like, I deal with really bad people who do bad shit like this, but I don't have to see, like, the aftermath of what happened. You know what I mean? Like, I don't have to, like, stuff like this. I have a lot of respect for the police because, and I know, like, a lot of them say the same thing about corrections. They're like, we could not do what you guys do. And we're like, you guys, like, get shot at. So, like, I can handle a shank, you know? But, yeah, there's just, I don't know. I mean, both jobs are not easy. But I just couldn't, I don't think I could handle this.
Hold on. Don't come in. Nobody go upstairs and don't let it go in. Hey, stay out.
This is why I'm single, and me and Badger just live our Golden Girls life, and her dad is cool, and, like, we keep it cool with her dad. Her dad's a good dude.
Crime scene tape. Start fencing off everything.
All the little coats.
No. Call Gary.
Damn, dude. This is a nice house.
Cedar 676, can you notify the county attorney?
Man, that's sad. That's like the whole family.
Yeah. I got Travis calling Gary. So we can get things.
Yeah, and I was just with Gary, so.
Do you have any crime scene tape in the truck?
I do.
You just gotta compartmentalize it.
Pristine as we can.
You know? Man. That's sad, man. That's really sad.
Michael, Torsha, their children, and Torsha's mother, 78-year-old Gail
5 kids.
were found dead in the
3 adults. Wait, I'm gonna have to go back a little because I didn't hear who the third person was. That's literally like the whole Goebbels family. Didn't they kill all, like, didn't they have like 6 kids? And they killed in the Hitler bunker? Bro, I just don't get it.
Michael, Torsha, their children, and Torsha's mother, 78-year-old Gail O.
Man, you had to take Grandma too.
With gunshot wounds to the head.
That's so
Some
fucked
had
up.
been shot multiple times.
That's
Once
so
the
fucked
bodies were
up.
located, the patrol officers called in homicide detectives to take over. Upon arrival, they began trying to piece together what exactly went down. Why were there a large number of bodies? Who could have done this to the family? And while they would get their answers just a few moments later, next to Michael's body laid a note. Only excerpts are being released. This is nonsense, and I can't handle it for one more day. We will not be a burden on society. I kept asking for help and you wouldn't listen.
What?
I would rather rot in hell than to put up with another day
I'm so
of this
sick of men, bro.
manipulation and control over me. And if that wasn't enough to determine that Michael was behind the shooting and then took his own life, then a deep
What a
dive
piece of
his
shit.
internet history was about
He could have
to
just taken his own
solidify.
life and left the kids
On
out
the
of
30th
it.
of December 2022,
Piece of
just 5
shit.
days before the shooting, Michael searched
You know what?
the
Good
following
riddance,
on
bro.
Google. How loud is a 9mm gunshot?
It's loud. I mean,
What
it's
does a
loud
gunshot
enough.
sound like? I hear gunshots near my house, what do I do? If you had a single gunshot in your neighborhood at night,
This
would
is
you
what he
immediately
Googled?
recognize it as such? Would you either way be alerted enough to call police, or would you chalk it up to being just another sound in the night? How
I'm
loud is a
assuming if
gunshot in a
I'm
house?
hearing 8 people
Would I
get
need to
shot.
hear a gunshot in a garage? And how loud is a 40mm pistol?
Loud
It's
enough.
clear then that Michael had been planning the shooting for a brief period, more than likely within
I'm
a
sure
couple
there
of
were
days
signs.
after his divorce papers were served to him on December 21st. In the few years leading up to the shooting, Michael had been subjected to an investigation by the Child Protective Services due to allegations made against him by his oldest
Don't
daughter,
be an
Macy.
abusive piece of
What should be
shit.
noted is that no charges were ever brought forward because of insufficient evidence and Torsha being reluctant to press the issue further. This was more than likely because they were Mormons and Torsha wanted to maintain a perfect family image within her community. Following the investigation, Michael's behavior changed. changed. But as time passed, he went back to his old self. This time it was aimed mainly at torture. She soon found herself in an extremely abusive relationship. One that consisted of being beaten and berated, having her finances withheld from her, having to ask permission to do things and buy things like groceries, and when she dared to speak up, Michael would make out that she was the one. However, in September of 2022,
He sounds like a fucking tool.
she built up enough courage to call it a day and demanded that he leave the house immediately.
That's sad.
to stay
She
with
tried
his
to get
mother.
out of
To
it.
her surprise, he did it without any confrontation.
This is why when people are like, why didn't they just leave? Why didn't they just leave? It is not that cut and dry. It is not that easy. Like my mom, as a judge, she was the judge for, she was the administrative judge for municipal court. So she dealt with all the domestic violence cases. And she helped start a battered women's shelter and was really active in the community when it came to helping women get away from these abusive relationships and helping get their kids and them into a safe place. But a good amount of the time when the woman would actually finally get the courage to leave, that's when the ex would become violent, threaten their life, attempt to do something to them, attempt to take their life, hurt their kids. Like, it's not so easy as just leaving, because most of the people who get murdered when they leave, it's because of the ex freaked out like this, if they're showing signs of abuse, well, who's to say they're not going to use violence in a more extreme way when the woman leaves? So I just wish people would give domestic violence victims more grace, because it's not easy, and there aren't always, a lot of resources for people, and I feel like it's gonna just get worse with the way things are going right now, and it's just really sad. So I'm gonna leave in my description, I'm gonna leave a link or a number for some resources if you're in an abusive situation and you need help getting out. Maybe I can help put a couple of resources down here for you so you can look into that. And it's just not an easy situation, and it's really sad, and I'm so tired of men sometimes.
Although she called it quits, Michael didn't want to end things. He actually wanted her back and agreed to go to counselling to sort out his behaviour.
They always change for like a minute.
Back in, the relationship was much better for a little while. But when he wasn't here, it was a dream. Everything was so smooth. So yeah, Michael ended up back in the family home. But Torsha was stronger now, and the minute he started to act up, which wasn't very long after he moved back in, she filed for a divorce, which took place, as you know, on December 21st, 2022. After the divorce papers were served, Michael was said to have begun acting strange, more than likely because he couldn't control the situation, and well, sadly you know what happened next. Michael Haight would murder his entire family and then took his own life because he couldn't control the situation he was in. And the sad thing about
Fucking
it is,
coward.
if he just took a step back and actually made an effort to change his behaviour, because he had multiple chances to do so, then he could have had quite literally what he was trying to control. His whole family
All those
loved him,
kids,
but
bro.
he was, it seems, a ticking time bomb. That's the thing with
That whole
they don't
family
think
wiped
that
out
way.
by
They
one
just
angry man.
control and manipulate. And in this situation, the moment Michael was losing his grip on things, he took his entire family out.
That's crazy. That's crazy. That's really sad. What the hell? Why is my computer like this, y'all? It's just, I'm so poor. That was so sad. I can't believe, like, some people just, I don't even know. I don't even have, like, any words, because, like, that's 5 kids and the grandma and the wife. That's fucking insane. That is so sad. Those kids didn't even have a chance. That had to have been really scary, because, like, he would have gone through that. It's just horrible. That's just horrible. Yeah, so I'll leave some links or a number or whatever I can find in my description. And I think I'm going to have to watch something happy now because that was really sad. I didn't realize this video was going to be this sad. I mean, I knew it was going to be sad because of the title, but like I didn't know it was going to have to do with a bunch of kids. I'm probably have to put a trigger warning at the beginning of this video, guys, because I just like didn't realize it was going to be that like intense and so sad. I have so much respect for the cops who had to like deal with this scene. That must have been really traumatic. That just must have been awful. I wonder what happened to I guess there wasn't any family left. I mean, I guess there wasn't really anybody. That's so sad. Okay, we need to go watch something happy because that was really depressing. That's like RIP. That was so sad. That was like one of the saddest videos I've ever watched. We're going to watch something less sad now. So just tune in for my next video, guys, and I will catch you in the next one. I love you. Bye.